With the pomp and circumstance befitting royalty, the Queen Elizabeth II, better known as QE2, made her 710th and final stop in New York City. Docked at Pier 90, the historic ship disembarked passengers before heading out on her farewell voyage to England. She is an iconic ocean liner, arguably the most famous ship in the world. And amid nautical fanfare and celebration, she left New York Harbor to rendezvous with Queen Mary II at the Statue of Liberty before both vessels embarked on the tandem voyage to Southampton. The trip marks the QE2's 806th transatlantic crossing, and it will be her last.
She is our most famous ship. She's a legend in her own lifetime. QE2 is what a lot of our generation think of as Cunard, and so she's a very, very special ship.
I've been living and working on that ship now for some 23 years and being captain for the last 5 years, so mixed emotions about her going, but the time has come and she's off to a new lease of life.
The QE2 is Cunard's longest-serving ocean liner. She was christened by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II in 1967, and since her maiden voyage has sailed over 5 million nautical miles, or the equivalent of traveling to the moon and back 13 times. She has also carried over 2.5 million passengers, including, of course, royalty and celebrities.
We had all sorts of people on board, right from a little lady who saved up and will only ever be there once. We have a lady who lives on the ship, and we've had all sorts of big names, famous rock stars, David Bowie, Rod Stewart, and then most recently I had the privilege of entertaining Her Majesty the Queen on board for lunch.
After 40 years in service, Cunard knew they'd soon have to retire this most famous cruise ship, and a $100 million offer from the Dubai government to turn her into a hotel and entertainment destination made decommissioning her now a more lucrative offer for the cruise line, and also meant she'd be preserved.
Well, she may well have gone to the scrapyard and ended up as, scrap metal, and that would have been a dreadful end to the most wonderful ship. So I'm delighted that future generations are going to be able to enjoy her.
She is famous in the fleet, and even to this day, she is the fastest passenger ship in the world. And the passengers we spoke to were thrilled to be part of this historic voyage.
The QE2 is such a historic ship. If you're English, it's just, everybody in England knows of the QE2.
You sort of have a hearkening to a glamorous time.
Oh yes, I hope so. Yes, I've got all my dresses with me.
But all that excitement was tinged with a bit of sentimentality, that this is the final transatlantic passing for the QE2, marking the end of a glamorous era of ocean travel.
And it's more of a lovable, cozy ship than these modern. Like there's wood all through the ship. And of course the new safety regulations in the US forbid any wood on a ship at all by 2010. So as a result of that, she had to be decommissioned anyway. And if you look at the ship, they don't make them like that anymore.
And this is, the last of a long line of ships that began with the Aquitania. This ship is an understated, elegant ship.
She's the last of the late great lady ships that crossed the ocean. She really is.
After her transatlantic voyage to Southampton, England, the QE2 will complete voyages to France and the Mediterranean before reaching its final docking place in Dubai this November. For the Wall Street Journal Digital Network, I'm Kelsey Hubbard.